Hello, dear friends, dear co-pilots. We are looking at two decks, and the question of today is connecting to your inner muse. For everyone who is creative and who wants to understand what makes them pursue their inspiration and where do they get it from, and how they would be connecting to that inner spark, I'm inviting you to this tarot reading, and we shall begin. Please take a moment to focus on the two decks and pick the one that you are drawn to. Option 1 is the deck on the left, and option 2 is the deck on the right. Make your choice, and we shall begin. We start with the deck number 1. Connecting to the inner muse. What makes your creativity so amazing, unique, one of a kind, and how to get to that creative state, where to find it, what's happening with that. Let's have a look for you. Option 1. The Lover's reverse. Many directions. Creativity is pulsing, and you like, so to say, the freestyle. Because the Lovers, even if it is in the reverse position, it is still a very good card. So you are in touch with your creativity. Sometimes it goes in and out of your life like sparks of excitement. And maybe there's this thing where you don't know what medium to choose or what idea to choose from this multitude of choices. Like what actually is gonna be that manifested project in the end, based on this noise. Finding signal and noise. 8 of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Hierophant. Wow. And the Hermit. You get your creativity from much more mental space. And you also like the technique. You like to know how it's done first before you attempt to actually do it. And you find your creativity in anything that just sparks your mind, that makes your mind active. And also moments of solitude where you recharge and contemplate on things are very beneficial for your creativity. Because I feel that you want to give each idea a chance. That's why it's very hard to choose. But also you want to do it right with the Hierophant here. Well, how do you go about it? What do you actually do with all of this? Queen of Wheels, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Wands reverse, High Priestess. You really let all this mental energy ground and do something crafty with it. It can be either something crafty, something that is, like ruled by principles, or it could be this total mosaic of chance and sort of the unknown, like you don't know what's going to happen. So it's like exprompt, based on those sparks of inspiration. The Seven of Wands reverse over here means that you are happy to walk away from the idea if you feel like it's not making sense, or if you feel like it's not gonna give you anything back. So you're not one of those starving artists. You actually want to make your creativity work for you in your life. So something that just has a purpose behind it, like some productive purpose. Cool, very cool. I like your grounded approach. Where do you find, let's say you're stuck, and where would you find it? How would you reignite? Actually, let's have a look what would make you stuck first, and then how you would reignite it. Indecision would make you stuck because you see value in things, and sometimes it's micromanagement that actually puts a block in your muse and creativity, where you are just like, you don't know what is better. You don't know what's going to make better sense to you, or what's going to be better in the long term. So the Two of Swords is like this in-between state of indecision. This is what makes your creativity feel suppressed and just, I would say with all the cards, there's a nice balance here between the elements. With patience and time, you find the solutions. Because of the Queen of Pentacles here, you're a very resourceful purpose. The timing of things is where you probably would be. It would not flow the way you want it to flow, because there's so many plates in the air. All right, well, how would you reignite your creativity? Death reverse. Interesting approach here. So the ideas, the inspirations that surpass the expiry date, so to say, you let them go eventually, but you hold on to things. You hold on to things to see if they really make sense, and when they don't make sense anymore, you let them go. Interesting. And the final card to summarize the reading for you. Connecting to your inner muse. Any more things you should pay attention to? The Tower reverse. An Ace of Wands. Do not be afraid to let things to change things around. It's good to know how to do it right. Sometimes method is, and the technique, and the, like even finding creativity, you do it by the method. Method is great, but where is the spark? What are you doing with it, with the method? How are you using the what, the why, where, and how? With the Tower reverse, just watch it burn. I would say add more fire to it, add more, even more creative spirit, and just really walk away from this sturdy, confined structure on how you go about it. The more maybe rebelliousness, the more daring, the more you will find new ways, new techniques, new methods. So maybe shifting the style a little bit more, because you have so much knowledge. Maybe like when you are in this indecision, what actually stopping you from, ditching both both choices? What about the third choice? Have you considered the third choice? So I think experimentation here is key. And what are you doing about it? Because there could be overthinking here. Option 1, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time, and I am wishing you lots of inspiration, lots of amusement, and you and your muse create wonderful things in the future. Subscribe to my channel and like this video. Let's share the good vibes. And I look forward to see you in the next video. Thank you so much and take care. Bye. Option number 2. How are you going? How is that muse going? Is she here? Is she around? Let's find out. Connecting to your inner muse. How do the cards see this? What is driving your creativity? General information, and let's just go with the flow. Let's see what the cards are saying, and then let's just go with the flow here. And it's all about the flow in the creative world, isn't it? Which is a great thing, I feel. Whoa, did you see that? All right, lots of passion. Number 2. So what's happening with your creativity and your inner muse? Ace of Wands reverse, 9 of Cups, a Knight of Coins, which is Pentacles, and Death card. Okay. So what kind of creative person are you? You are a daredevil. You are creating for the sake of it. You find inspiration in something that makes you ecstatic. You're passionate, and you actually go deep, and you I'm speaking metaphorically. You would paint with your blood and guts if that is what you feel in the moment, and it doesn't matter if it looks strange or aggressive, or your art and your word and your style and your muse is unforgiving and relentless. You're a driven creator. You are inspired by the highs and the lows of life, and maybe like one of those troubled artists at heart. What reminds me, as an example, would be Amy Winehouse, or I don't know, Dostoevsky or something. Like something so juicy and so passionate, and just this is it. It is how it is. Wow, your muse is strong. When you are in your power, you are very creative, and you don't even have to do much about it. You're just breaking the status quo. Okay, well, I feel like if you are, let's say, like not in your creative state, you would not create. Like you would not sit down and just do it and then find inspiration. I feel like with you, inspiration and the life experience comes first, and then pretty much the muse and the art is a result of that. So it's all or nothing sort of energy. Okay. All right, what would be the question I would want to ask here? So let's say you are. What would be the block? What would be the block in your muse coming to you? 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands reverse, and the Star. I feel when things are too good, you become complacent. When you are involved in affairs, like everyday affairs, or you just want to show off or something like that, when everything is great, you are just becoming numbed by the vanilla icy but vanilla icy sugary like niceness, like that everything is great. What's the point? What's the point of that edge? Where is that edge? So that would be like, I mean, it's a good block to have, because you can just enjoy life, and when it comes to just being inspired by something, you would probably turn the TV on, or like the news channels on, and with all the crap that's happening there, you would find that nitty gritty, darkish, broken glass. You will take it in your hand and you will feel that texture, Metaphors, metaphors, metaphors again. So yeah, when things are too good, your inspiration seems to be put on the back burner. Or maybe when you're just busy, when you're just busy and you become aloof, and you need to always connect to that inner push and pull, You need to always swing something inside. When you have triumphed and achieved everything, there has to be something unknown, there has to be something that you haven't conquered yet, a new goal. The bigger the goal, the more art, I feel. In terms of art, it could be anything. It could be any sort of creative outlet you want to choose. Speaking, writing, even marketing, sometimes you need to be creative with that. Like whatever in your understanding is your muse, that is what I'm talking about. Because for different people, it will be different things. Apply on yourself. All right, well, if everything is this nice and great, and you are a star, how do you, let's say you have, I just read a book recently on like Matthew Perry's book, and let's say you are like Matthew Perry, who's got everything, and he still has to be creative. Like you have everything, let's say, or when you have everything and you are blocked, how do you overcome the block? How do you find inspiration when everything is hunky-dory? The Justice reverse, as I said. Ace of Coins, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Justice reverse, interesting. Yeah, you just need to tip the apple cart. Apples have to be on the floor, shiny, beautiful, now all dusty and dirty. That's where you are getting that taste back. Ace of Coins would mean that you would want to feel inspired when there is a new beginning, okay? When there's a new project, when there is a new offer, or someone even gives you like a simple gift of appreciation that is material, a token of respect, that would really make you maybe appreciate that creative spark within you, because you will be like, oh my God, someone sees that, like someone sees that. I feel like no matter how much praise and how much recognition you get, you will be looking for that, for that little crack where you could insert more gold in, like that broken pot, and the Japanese ceramical broken pot, but that they infuse with gold in those cracks. This is sort of like your approach to art and creativity and amusement, a muse and inspiration. Seven of Swords reverse, just churning the guts, finding conspiracies and solving them, and finding maybe wrongdoings and synthesizing them into these new truths, So you filter the information through your blood, and you then recreate something that is like a synthesis of your experience, and that's what you share with the world. It's like, you know, like when people go through things and you see their journey and you get inspired by it. You are that person who goes through something, and then you inspire others through what you create, because you've been through the experience and you came out on the other end, and you've lived through it, and just like demanding respect and appreciation, because you are not afraid to go there. When you are inspired, you go places, and you inspire others as well. It's amazing. And the Page of Cups here is something that I feel like maybe a little bit of melancholy, or like someone just like didn't call you back or something, like small little things that you thought is going to be one thing, or you felt it's going to be this inspiring, nice thing, like a movie you didn't like, you know, like something that's just like you thought it was going to be this amazing thing, and it just was a disappointment. And I feel maybe like not finding flaws in things, but more like experiencing negative emotions is what actually inspires you. Sounds like a paradox, because the block here is like all the nice cards, and how you get over it is like, well, it's sort of like you become stronger creator when you accept lack of creativity, you accept defeat, you accept that people can lie, and you accept that there is injustice. When you you don't have to agree with that, but you do accept it, that means it doesn't have any more power over you, because you're not fighting against it. You're not swinging on the same frequency with that. You're just like above it. And that's what makes you a powerful creator. That's what makes those wheels turning. It's really interesting. Okay, well, what else do you have to pay attention to summarize our reading? What would be something just for you to take away from this reading, and what to pay attention to when it comes to connecting to your muse? 9 of Coins in reverse, the Lover's reverse, 2 of Coins, 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups. So to go and choose some, like just one thing, would not be enough. You would have to, if let's say there's something that is driving you and you're working on a project, you can and let's say that project is successful, you have to find something else. So like juggling multiple things at once would be something very beneficial for you, because even when things are great, you still would have to find something that you haven't seen yet or haven't done yet, walking away from things that are good, but getting to the point that where you are still thirsty and hungry for more. And also combining multiple projects together and really working on maybe 2 things at once, and just being more versatile, I would say, not putting all the eggs in one basket. If you find it's hard to make choices, just try not to be drastically, like extremely focused on one thing and that's it. Combine, mix and match. and work with someone who I feel like if you are inspired by your lover or by someone who you like, I feel here it's another source of inspiration for you. Do not be codependent to your inspiration. Find new ways that make sense to you, and do not get stuck on something that is just, okay, this is it, this is my style, this is my, these are my days, these are my my weeks. No, it could be happening any moment, any time, and you could be doing multiple things at once, and you could be walking away from something you thought was just like, that's it. And that would be the reading for option number 2. Thank you so much for being here. And if this reading is something that you have resonated with, please give me a thumbs up and share with a friend who needs this. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm very excited to have you here and look forward to see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.